Hey everyone, it's Coach Matt over here at Primal Athlete Training Center and the all-new primalatc.com. Today's question that we want to go over comes from a guy by the name of Brian Waterfield. The subject of Brian's email that he sent directly to me is shot put problems. And Brian says, Coach Ellis, I'm having some issues in the shot put that have caused me to go from 59.11 to 51.11. So he's had an 8-foot drop. It has all happened since indoor nationals. I think one of the main issues is my finish at the block. I don't feel the same power in my legs. My standing throws used to be around 50 to 51 feet, and now I'm around 46 to 47 feet. Is there any suggestions you could give as to how to get a more explosive block and incorporate the legs into the throw? Well, Brian, today we're going to answer your question real quick. And everybody, if you're wondering, Brian went to primalatc.com and got my email address right from the website and emailed me directly. When you do that, it comes right here to my phone. You don't have to wait for me to log into YouTube. You don't have to wait for me to log into Facebook or to log into the website at night after I get home. It gets right here to my cell phone. I open the email and I answer the questions right away. So Brian, I think if you're having that significant of a drop, you've got about a 8-foot drop in your full throw, and you've got about a 4 to 5 foot drop on average in your standing throw. The biggest issue that we're having with this is probably has to do with your weight shifting. Now when we talk about the weight shifting, especially at the very end of the throw, more than likely what's happening is you're getting your legs underneath you properly. If you aren't getting your legs underneath you properly, it's a very beginner mistake. You're throwing close to 60 feet, so you're definitely not a beginner athlete. More than anything, your legs are underneath you, but I have a feeling what's happening is that you're landing with this leg a little bit bent. It needs to be a slight bend to the leg, but you might be landing really bent. And before you're able to turn and extend the leg and shift weight onto your left side, more than likely what's happening is you're shifting weight onto your left side and then extending the leg. When you do that, obviously, you're not going to feel a lot of weight, you're not going to feel a lot of pressure, and you're not going to feel a lot of tension on the right side because your weight has already shifted onto your left. So I have a feeling the big problem that you're having has nothing to do really with form or nothing to do really with timing. I have a feeling it has to do more with shifting weight. So again, rather than, it seems like what you're doing is before you're able to turn the feet, extend the knee, extend the hip, and then shift weight, it seems like you're probably shifting the weight and then turning the foot, turning the knee, and at this point, you don't have anything left to push with. At that point, your foot's almost coming off the ground, and you haven't even really extended your hips yet. There's nothing on this back leg left to extend. It's like trying to jump with having your legs totally straight. That's an example that I use a lot. And it's very similar to trying to come out of the discus circle, that's shifting your weight. Obviously not going to be able to push off this leg if the weight's not over it. Same idea. If the weight's not over this back leg, even if the shot put is, if your butt drops and if you start to land on this foot and shift before you can turn the back foot, before you can extend that back leg, you're not going to have anything to push with. You're not going to have any weight left to push. You're just going to be standing up. You're not going to be actually driving your weight forward anymore. So Brian, hopefully this helps. A great drill that you can do. It's a drill that I use with my throwers if they're having some issues with shifting their weight. Get a towel and get a partner, get a teammate, hold the towel back, and what you want to do is keep your weight back as long as possible and really work on turning the feet, extending, and then letting go of the towel and shifting the weight and pushing. Okay, so you're actually going to physically do a standing throw, holding onto the towel. You're just going to wait until the feet turn, legs extend, and then you're going to let go of the towel and push the ball. So hopefully this helps you out. Guys, we're getting towards the end of the season. It's the championship time of year. So, if you have any questions regarding what to do at the end of the year, regarding how to peak correctly, what you should be doing in the weight room, or what you should be doing out of practice, please send those questions in. We want to make sure that you peak correctly and that you get to your top level and to your top form right around the end of the year for the big championship track meets. Make sure you shoot me an email, matt@primalatc.com, and check out our website as well, www.primalatc.com. Thanks for the questions. Keep on sending them in.